Hello and welcome back to This or That's.
With Zahra and Halima.
Today we're doing the semifinals for the fast food brackets.
So, who do you think is going to win out of Chick-fil-A or Chipotle?
Both of these are really popular between the Wayne Hills students, so I feel like maybe Chick-fil-A, but I feel like that's like my personal preference, like Chick-fil-A, but I think it might be Chick-fil-A. What about you?
I feel like these two these two fast, can we just cut that out?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like these two fast food brands are kind of like unfair to be going against each other, since like they're both probably would end up in the top two, but only one of them can obviously go.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick, I feel like Chick-fil-A was really popular a while ago, but now Chipotle is like growing on people. So like I feel like maybe Chipotle. And then
I agree with that.
What about Panera versus Wendy's?
This one's pretty hard because, like, again, these are two really different things. Like, Panera is more like sandwiches, soups, mac and cheese, and then Wendy's is like chicken nuggets, fries, like your burger or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I think with Wayne Hill students, it might be Panera, just because we have one like nearby, and people like when they go out to lunch, they go out to Panera, and I don't really hear people say like, I want Wendy's today. Because like Panera is also like a place where people go to study, and they'll like go with friends to like study. So I feel like that might make them like it more. Yeah. So I'm gonna choose Panera. What about you?
I feel like like you said, like Panera is more like, I feel like popular with Wayne Hill students, because also it's also like the food's like more mature. Like it's like not like you're like 5 years old eating chicken nuggets and fries. Like nothing against it. It's just like Panera is like more salads, like mac and cheese, soups, like all that stuff. But if you actually look at the prices, Panera is actually way more expensive than Wendy's.
Yeah, like Wendy's, it's like pretty cheap, relatively cheap. And then Panera is like, we would consider overpriced, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but also with Chick-fil-A and Chipotle, another thing, when you compare them to Panera and like Wendy's, I feel like they're more like authentic food. Like it actually tastes like real food. Like you could be like, oh, like my mom made this in the kitchen, you know?
Like Panera like low-key tastes kind of fake.
Exactly. And so does Wendy's. Like Chick-fil-A a little bit, like, but like not as much. Like their chicken is not that like
it's
bad.
It's like fresh enough.
Yeah.
And like it's also like really popular, and like it's like it's like well done most of the time.
Yeah, that's why I think Chick-fil-A and Chipotle are like better in my opinion.
And then like as you said, like Chipotle almost feels like like not homemade per se, but like it tastes fresh enough where you can enjoy it and be like, I like this.
Yeah, and it tastes like real food, not like just a bunch of chemicals, you know?
I agree with that. So let's go and see what other Wayne Hill students think about Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Panera, and Wendy's.
Welcome back. So today I'm going to be asking Monson a couple questions. Chick-fil-A or Chipotle?
Chick-fil-A.
Okay. Wendy's or Panera?
Wendy's.
Perfect. Thank you. Which do you prefer, Chick-fil-A or Chipotle?
Chick-fil-A.
Wendy's or Panera?
Panera.
Perfect. Wow, I love seeing what others think about the fast food chains.
Okay, so Chick-fil-A beat Chipotle by a very close call. What do you think about this?
Okay, so I knew it would be a close call between these two because, again, I think if they were versing, like, other people, like, they would both be in the semis, in the finals.
Yeah.
Because they are the top two, which is just obvious. But Chick-fil-A, I wasn't sure that they would pull through because I feel like Chipotle is just growing on everybody. Like everyone just like loves Chipotle, but like
honestly,
like I don't know, maybe Chick-fil-A is like more for like less picky eaters because they have like no one doesn't like chicken, like maybe someone, but like still like you don't hear that much often, but you could hear people like not liking like burrito bowls and stuff.
Yeah, like it might not like be their like preference. Like I agree with what you said about Chipotle growing on people. Like honestly, like Chick-fil-A was like my top fast food place, but then like a couple weeks ago I had Chipotle like for the first time in a while, and I was like, wow, like I kind of miss this. So
yeah,
next up is Panera and Wendy's, and Panera beat Wendy's by a landslide. What do you think about this one?
Okay, so this actually doesn't shock me because Like, I feel like people like Wendy's, but it's not all that. Like, it's basic food. It's like, it's cheap. It's gross.
It's nothing special.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like off-brand McDonald's. Like, it's the same thing.
Honestly, like if you were to be like given two options like Wendy's versus McDonald's, people would probably choose McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. And then Panera is like, you have people love their mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And also it's just like nice how like they have so many varieties out in their bakery, and like it just actually tastes like real food. Like it tastes like an actual cafe.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
it's like you can just like pick whatever. Like as you said, like if you want a soup, you could go for soup. If you want like a sandwich or a sub, salads, they have like so many options. Like the variety is like very wide.
Yeah.
And that's all we have for the semifinals. So it's going to be Chick-fil-A versus Panera in the finals.
Who do you think out of the finals next week is gonna win?
Honestly, with how things are going, I think Chick-fil-A would win. What about you?
Yeah, honestly, it's one of the top two, I think, in my opinion. Like, if I had to rank all of these, in my opinion, I feel like it would be Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, then Panera, and then Wendy's. So I don't know if Panera can actually pull through and beat Chick-fil-A, but,
Yeah.
like, I feel like Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, and Panera, maybe McDonald's, were all expected to be in the top four, but Wendy's did beat McDonald's because I feel like people just, like Wendy's better.
That's all we have for today.
Make sure to stay tuned to watch the finals on This or That's.